Oh, we got a package. I forgot about this. What the? Yo, was that chewing on my box? Now you're the oldest. What happened to my box? Nope, sit. What happened to my box, Paris? Huh? What? No. What happened to my box? Did you do this? Oh, let's take a closer look. Excuse me, watch out. Okay, so that's definitely a small bite. Who was chewing on my box? Was it you? Or was it Cairo? Huh? Who was it? Well, anyway, these are my dogs, Paris and Cairo, the wild one. Anyway, I guess I could put this with the other boxes that I have. What's in the box? More to follow with this. More to follow.
Pushing my limits, breaking records till I'm in Guinness. Building bricks around my verses so I never get winded. Wisdom in this young mind, I guess I surely invented. What you acquire in a year, I couldn't obtain in a minute. Now listen, all I ever wanted was to be a king. All I ever wanted was to be a god. Be a god. All I ever wanted was to be a god. Be a god.
I'll tell you.
Well, today's the day.
There's only one way to get over.
Well, today's the start of the day where I start the NAT conversion.
Yeah. So you remember that brand new technique you've been working on?
But of course, we're gonna have to do the unboxing. So let's get right to it.
You've been calling it the gutter run.
So after months of research, looking at forums and talking to a couple of people, I just went ahead and got a full turbo kit. Now this kit I got, it came from CX Racing. Now I know some people usually build their own kits, like they'll buy the parts individually. But for me, I thought this was the better route since this is my first time doing a conversion. So in this bag just basically had all of the clamps for the hoses I'm gonna need. And that was the air filter they provided. So right here we have the blow-off valve. And these are the various piping, the hoses, and some more clamps that we'll need. Then this is their intercooler that they sent me. Moving on to the next box, and here we are. Here's the noisy boy.
I'll tell you what I told you.
And to my surprise, it was bigger than I thought when I pulled it out. Pause. So according to CX Racing, it says the horsepower rating is 4 to 500. So we'll see.
There's only one way to get over those gutters, and it's going to require a hell of a lot of concentration to make it work. Yeah? So you remember that brand new technique he's been working on lately, don't you? Where he hooks a tire into the gutter. I think he's been calling it the gutter run.
And here's the wastegate.
So it's just an adaptation of that? Oh no. Even you should be able to see that this isn't the sort of course where that kind of thing would be possible.
So that's the oil feed line. That's the 3-inch exhaust downpipe. Alright, here we have the turbo manifold. So looking at it, looks good. The wedding looks really, really good too. So we'll see how it does. Alright, next box we're opening up is going to be the head gasket that I chose. So the one I chose is the Cosmetic. I won't lie to you, for the longest I thought it was pronounced cosmetic or spelled cosmetic, but nonetheless it's Cosmetic. So it is a 1.3 millimeter. It took 3 weeks of researching what I want to do with the car, as far as do I want to run E85, E93, and that'll determine how thick you want your head gasket. So that's what I chose. So I got the AEM brand 320 liters per minute fuel pump. So I bought the Gates timing belt. So I bought the ECU Masters Classic ECU. And I also bought the plug and play. So the plug and play, it connects to your stock wiring harness and hooks it up to your standalone. And they gave us an airhead.
I'll tell you what I told Bourgeois.
So for fuel injection, I went with the Fuel Injector Clinics 1220cc fuel injectors. I also bought the plug and play, which connects your stock fuel wiring to their fuel injector. If you don't, you're gonna end up having to solder them together for it to work. And lastly, we have the serpentine belt and the APR head studs. Now let's get this build started.
I'll tell you what I told Bourgeois. There's only one way to get over those gutters, and it's going to require a hell of a lot of concentration to make it work. Yeah? So you remember that brand new technique he's been working on lately, don't you? Where he hooks the tire into the gutter. I think he's been calling it the gutter whip. That's right. So it's just an adaptation of that? Oh no. Even you should be able to see that this isn't the sort of course where that kind of thing would be possible. Get him out of my rear view.
So I tried the belt method to take off the harmonic balancer bolt, but yeah, that did not work, as you can see.
I'll tell you what I told Bourgeois. There's only one way to get over those gutters, and it's going to require a hell of a lot of concentration to make it work. Yeah? So you remember that brand new technique?
91 model runs 1.3 million yen. Crap, man. This S13 is...
So I skipped that part and just moved on to the next task at hand.
Right, talk to me. Talk to me. Are you even listening to me?
well, I got some progress done the other day. Alright, so I'm gonna be recording on and off because I gotta work. But let me give you a little update, show you where we're at. So as you can see, I got some of the, well, I got the whole intake off for the most part. I was able to crack this nut or bolt. It was a bitch. It was a biatch, okay? Like, it's cranked to about maybe 200 foot-pounds. And my skinny ass could not get it to, I couldn't crack it, okay? So I had to go to damn Home Depot, buy that goddamn pole, Cheeto bar, whatever you want to call it. And I had a breaker bar. Where's the breaker bar? Yeah, that wasn't long enough, so I had to, you know, basically lean back like Fat Joe. I'm talking about lean back. And yeah, I cracked it. Alright, so it's just hanging out there for now. As you know, you want to have this mofo top dead center. Okay? Top dead center. So there's that white line. And you want to get it hooked up to that bump. Okay? But I get more into that. So anyway, today I am going to be getting the intercooler mounted up. So I'm looking for the damn install instructions from CX Racing, okay? And they don't have one for the Mark IV Supra. That's for the Lexus SC300, and that one for the IS300. But that one for the Supra. But of course they have pictures of their product. Okay, so it looks like the two brackets go on the bottom. They took the splash guard out. I don't know, we'll figure it out. More to follow.
Back when I was still racing, there was this one fella. Everyone knew that he was the fastest, undisputed, couldn't be beat. And after all these years, he still drives Mount Akina.
Alright, so according to the pictures I'm finding online, you gotta take this off too. And it's just, what, a couple bolts? Let's see, underside bolt, underside bolts, another underside bolt, and then you have one up there, that rusty ass bolt. But on the left side, you got this thing in a way. And you're gonna have to creep all under there to, I'll try to see if I can find it. So deep under there, there's a screw. That screw right there that you're looking at, yeah, that one. You gotta unscrew it to take that one off. And yeah. And also there's a screw in the wheel well you have to get. But once you get in there, you'll see. Alright, so based on the video I saw, you have to unscrew these two bolts, right, on both sides. Once you take these off, these hang off of that. And then from there, they hang on like this. So, yeah, just watch. So these are side specific. So this is for the left side, and this is for the right side. Okay, so if I try to put this one on the left side, it's not gonna go in. So this one's for the left side. next step is to put this in here somewhere. I don't know. Okay, that looks right. To buy some fucking bolts, but that's okay. So anyway, these are the bolts I bought. Alright. So it's already pre-fitted. I think that's the part number up there. Yeah, I think that's a part number. Okay.
Let it be rockin'.
Oh, the bracket is in. Yeah. So I just went in and used the factory bolt that came with the car. So I used that, and then of course I had to go to AutoZone and get these bolts that I showed you. And yeah, you get it in there. Was it 17 mil? I think. What's this? Let's see. Yeah, it's a 17 mil socket. All right. All right, so the bracket connects, I guess, right here. Yeah, it looks right. So it connects right here, and it's like a bridge, just like that. And there you have it. So you're going to use one of the new bolts right there. And then you can use one of your old bolts for the splash guard right here. And you can do the same thing for the other side, and you're done. And that'll wrap up the video for this week. Thank you for tuning in to part 1 of the NAT conversion. Make sure you, of course, subscribe, like, and drop some comments. Stay tuned for part 2 next week.